Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Yitz. I am a narcissistic abuse life coach, and today I'll be discussing healing business wounds. From my personal experiences and from the many people who I have worked with in the business world, there's a high level of narcissism that is taking place. For the most part, it lacks empathy. It responds from a consciousness of profit and gain, as opposed to compassion, respect, and fairness. So this is a general statement, and I'm aware of that, but I'm referring to the general environment. The business marketplace, so to speak, is highly toxic. Because everyone on the planet needs to support themselves, they need to be involved in trade, in the marketplace, in business, in finances, and therefore they're going to have some connection to the narcissism that is taking place in the business world. When there's narcissism, and when you absolutely positively have to be in a certain place where there is narcissism, it causes for defense mechanisms and elaborate techniques to defend one's fragile emotions, one's heart, and in many instances people just simply cut off from their emotions and ultimately lack empathy as a result. The business world, for the most part, is essentially a chess match with everyone vying for leverage and ultimately creating an environment that lacks vulnerability and the ability to trust other people. If somebody is vulnerable, if somebody's compassionate, empathic, understanding, they're actually at a disadvantage, and in many instances it's actually dangerous to do so in this paradigm of selfishness and exploitation that exists in the business world. Those who lack empathy are going to get ahead. They're going to do more things, they're going to cross more lines, and ultimately go farther in exploiting other people and therefore have a leg up. When this is the case, especially when the economy is tanking, then people are going to be more inclined and have stronger urges to cut off empathy and exploit other people. There are many different sorts of wounds that occur in the business world. To name a few, rejection, being controlled, manipulated, smothered, financially abused, humiliated, or in some cases even sexual abuse. Because childhood trauma and wounds create a certain childhood programming of negative core beliefs, relationship patterns, when a person has a toxic relationship pattern from childhood, they're going to attract and be attracted to job situations, business ventures that are toxic. It is much in the way that you choose a family, or I should say you choose relationship partners based on past experiences. You're actually going to choose jobs in corporations and business ventures that are similarly set up like the narcissistic family had early on. The business world, the corporate world is in general an extremely narcissistic system. It feeds off the innocent, the weak, the broken, and the naive. It worships success, money, and it sees power and success as God. And anyone who makes it in life, whoever is successful, we just kind of assume that they are all-knowing. We assume that they are worthy of being looked up to, and in reality they may be exploitive and they may be narcissistic and they lack certain empathy that's necessary to be a true leader. Now, while there's nothing wrong with pursuing success and creating a company that is set up this way, the very dynamics, the very system that is set up in the business world is by definition narcissistic. It's a model that's set up to kind of feed off the bottom feeders. Now, healing business wounds is similar to healing childhood wounds, and essentially they really are similar wounds, if not the same. When you have wounds of childhood, you want to identify them, you want to see how they were received, who gave you these wounds. Was it mom, dad, your family of origin, the system, maybe a sibling? And the point is, once you understand your wounds, you'll understand your childhood programming that resulted from it, and then you could heal that and correct your programming so you don't align with toxic people, situations, and environments that further create chaos in your life and break you down into dis-ease. Changing careers or changing jobs might seem like the solution if you are in a narcissistically abusive environment. However, it doesn't solve the issue unless you identify the core cause, which is your perceptions, your cracked lens of perceptions, your relationship patterns that are aligning you with dysfunction. Unless that's healed and corrected, you will sadly go into situations that are, if not the same, very similar. A person's job on the healing journey is to look at themselves, self-reflect, look at the shadows, understand their programming, and realize how they are aligning with whatever job they're choosing. It's not random. Many of these choices, many of the people we attract and are attracted to for business are going to be a repetition compulsion of early childhood wounds. So like I said, you have to identify that pattern, the motivation, dismantle that programming, heal so that you can go out into the business world and find people who are synergistic, respectful, and allow for fair trade, which really ultimately, when it comes down to it, because our work is such a vital part of who we are, when we find people who are healthy in this way, it adds vitality and health to the rest of our life. If this is something you're struggling with, I'd be happy to help you heal those wounds, identify how you're aligning with business ventures and environments that are breaking you down and really making it difficult for you to earn a living in a healthy way. I'm going to leave my contact information below. Please reach out for a free 15-minute consultation. Be happy to discuss how I can assist you on your healing journey. I'm going to leave some links below on the mind map therapy system that I use to help people identify those wounds and heal their childhood programming so they can make healthier relationship choices, whether it's the business world or personal world. Thank you so much for listening to this video, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so for further updates on content that I post. Feel free to like and share this video with anyone who might benefit from it. So thank you guys for listening. Until next time, all the best.